innocence. There's many a crimp who will tell you he's been wrongly convicted. But few have proclaimed their innocence for quite so long as Shaun Robert Allen.
I'm innocent.
You've been singing that tune for 15 years now.
15 and a half years.
Why are you still doing it? Why are you proclaiming your innocence after all this time?
I am innocent.
And now he says he can prove police fabricated evidence and falsified documents to secure his conviction.
I was stitched up.
Framed?
I know they're framed. You need a picture to frame, don't you? I don't think they had a picture.
Shaun Allen has a dubious claim to fame. He was the first person in New Zealand to have his land confiscated under the Proceeds of Crimes Act after police found cannabis plants growing in the bush. Somewhere below is the Hawke's Bay farm he once loved and lost.
That's a bit strange, you can't even recognise your own place now. Okay.
They had nothing. But a young guy had his farm, working on his farm, where they say they found X amount of cannabis plants.
Dubbed Operation Maria, the bus went down on the 21st of January 1993. Shaun Allen had owned the farm for just a matter of months and was celebrating his birthday when the police crashed his party, swooped in on a helicopter and pulled over 1,000 cannabis plants hidden in the bush.
The police said they were your plants.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
And you say?
Crap. Absolute nonsense.
That same day, police raided Shaun Allen's Napier home and found a bag of cannabis seeds in the rubbish.
Were they your seeds?
No.
It was incriminating stuff, but a friend by the name of Tory Edwards always claimed ownership. He confessed to the police, told his story to court, but was never charged.
So how did Tory Edwards' seeds get in your rubbish?
He put them in the rubbish. He put them in the rubbish bag. I mean, I told him off, told him to get rid of the damn things. And for God's sake, Tory gave evidence in 2 trials saying they were his seeds.
Shaun Allen's first trial ended with a hung jury, his second with a guilty verdict. Allen was sentenced to 18 months prison. His bank accounts were frozen. He was stripped of all assets.
They took your farm?
Yeah.
And you missed out on seeing the birth of your 4th child?
Yeah. I've missed a lot. Yeah, missed a heck of a lot in there growing up. Nah. They're going to pay for it.
In 1996, Shaun Allen took his case to the Court of Appeal, but his conviction was upheld. Bankrupted and demoralised, he once considered suicide, but then Lady Luck intervened in the form of a $500,000 lotto win.
$500,000.
This convicted cannabis grower was now a man on a mission, a crusade to clear his name.
I had to show that there was something seriously wrong with this case. As I always knew, because I never did it, so there was something terribly wrong with it.
But you won lotto. Weren't you tempted to let it go?
No.
You weren't tempted to take it on the chin and move on?
To me, it's a really bad question, okay? You don't take something on your chin. When you know, you know. I know. I haven't done it.
So has there been a miscarriage of justice? Well, if you contact some of the police officers involved in the case, some of the men who helped put Shaun Allen behind bars, you soon find cause for serious concern.
All, now retired, were too scared to talk on camera. Their voices have been altered.
I mean, I've got to be really careful because these guys can still hear me. And I'm under no illusions.
So I've got no doubt that it's been purged.
You know, he's just been going on about it for so long that, you know, perhaps he has been hard done by.
Former Detective Sergeant Lawrence DeLuca ran the drug recovery operation that put Allen behind bars.
Mr. DeLuca.
Who wants to know?
Pete Cronshaw from TVNZ.
Piss off.
What do you mean, piss off?
It is a bizarre response from a man being questioned about a case that ultimately made legal history in New Zealand.
Don't come over the gate, mate, or you're trespassing.
Was this a fair cop?
No, I don't think it was.
Wayne Kiley, an 18-year veteran of the police, has spent 10 years working on the file.
In this particular case, you know, I made it quite clear to him that if I found evidence that convinced me he was guilty, I walked away.
So have you found any evidence?
I don't think he grew that cannabis on his farm in 1993. No.
Over the course of 15 years, Shaun Allen has amassed thousands and thousands of pages of evidence. There are no police photos of the cannabis crops found on his property, no sketch maps. But this video, recorded by Allen's defence lawyer, has always intrigued Wayne Kiley.
There was so much growth of grass and that above it. It appeared that those pipes had been in there for years, long before Shaun Allen owned the property.
And then there's this video, taken shortly after Allen was released from jail.
And I understand that even when someone went back a year or so later, someone from the media, I believe, there was still cannabis growing in those plantations. And that's when Shaun Allen was in prison. So it'd be a bit difficult for him to have been responsible for that.
The seasoned investigator has always believed that the truth lies in the detail, and this unassuming piece of paper is his smoking gun.